Hello, sisters. We all have topics that activate us most, that really fire us up and make us feel so, whatever it is, frustrated, angry, catalyzed, And it's a good thing that we all have different topics because we are all here with our unique missions. We're all here with the thing we're supposed to put in our energy into, right? So for me, mine is human deception. And I'm like shaking. I'm so... I'm frustrated. And, I'm not always here. I don't live here. But I get to acknowledge my humanness and be here and thrash about and get pissed. And I wanted to share on here because there's some things we are doing about it. I am doing about it. Back in 2020, I smelled a rat. Maybe it was even 2019. I don't remember, but many of us did. And we sat on our hands because no one was a safe place to share that with. Again, we all have our subject matters to sit with and to be activated by. And I want to remind you that now is a time to gather. Now is a time to get beyond the socials spaces and be in community. Online, in person, it doesn't matter. Because something happens when women share an intent. When women share focus. It doesn't even have to happen at the same time. It's what I call the master channel. What you pull in and become privy to changes. How you magnetize as a collective is so different than how we magnetize individually. This is huge. There is a reason women were separated, witch trials, all that stuff, centuries ago. There is a reason there's a middleman between you and God in our religious programs. I need to move my body and bring in some light codes because I'm feeling so just chunked up. And as a spiritual coach, as a spiritual counselor, as a spiritual leader, just like any psychotherapist you meet, we have our human issues, and when we're in our professional spaces, our job is to be out of our ego avatar, right? Our job is to be present to you in your humanness and in your higher perspective, and to use our own higher perspective to collaborate with yours, to feed back messages to your human ego avatar, right? Thank you for the hearts, sisters. I love you all so much. I want to start crying. I don't even want to talk to you guys about the particular issues that are bothering me so much because it feels irrelevant, but I just want to be in my grieving right now and even allow that, as I know that on a grander communal collective scale, we're moving forward. I know we are, and it just sucks shitballs right now. You know what I mean? For some of us, we're in it, right? These solar flares have been zapping the snot out of me. It's been so intense. I've been having ego dissolvings here and there. It's just been and with the change of the seasons, I always get, it's just time to hunker down for me and make plans for my village. And about a year ago, I created the private space as a safe space for us to gather. If socials go down, if we have a blackout in terms of socials, if something becomes undependable all of a sudden, or if you just want to share your downloads and insights right now as we're riding these waves of shitstorms, change, go there, be there. I'm posting plenty in there. Everything from personal pillow talk, my own personal escapades, to what do you think about this global item? What do you think about this intuitive download that this channeler has brought forward today? What do you think about this environmental issue? What do you think about this geopolitical issue? We need places to talk about it. And remember, we are living in a place now where there are parallel, coexisting realities. We call them timelines. We call them whatever, realities, right? Dimensional realities. And we get to actually live our own version and switch timelines at any given time based on our frequency, right? So what timeline am I in? Great question. I'm going to be here for a minute though, because I get to be here for a minute because this fires up my mission. And when I'm in my catapulted, heightened place, I'm on go, right? We get to leverage the contrast to fuel us, to fuel our fire. But in these parallel existences, there was a train of thought I had there. When we gather, when we share our downloads, our insights, such as we do inside this free private space community, by sharing our intent, by sharing our focus on a topic, and it doesn't even happen to happen at the same time, it's just magical. There is a whole different channeling effect. There's a whole different magnetism to how we're bringing in information, to how we're magnetizing the next best reality. We're actually creating new realities with our thought. Our power is that powerful as human beings. Otherwise, powers that be wouldn't care to disperse us, wouldn't care to distract our focus, wouldn't care to vie for your light codes by distracting you. Look over here at this terrible news item. Look over here at this horrific event that's happening, right? Your energy is your most valuable currency. Your focus and your attention is your most valuable commodity. Ugh. Yeah, I am lamenting human deception because I came in here with such a broad unity consciousness scope, and it just aches in me when I see misinformation, lies, deception. It just makes me angry and sad, and this is what'll age me. I know it. I can feel it in my body. Thank you for your hearts, you guys. I see all your hearts and I love them and I thank you. Whew. So it's time to gather. It's time to choose your communities. It's time to make sure you have your safe spaces off of socials. It's also time, putting on my medical doctor hat for a moment, to attend to your rest and to your immune systems. Stuff is in the air. Just know it, and know that it is in your high vibration, your joy factor, that resilience comes. This is deep psycho-spiritual energetics that I'm talking about right now, but there's a reason that children heal so fast. Thank you, Sister Julitza. Thank you. We watch it as mothers in our children. The worst things come down and they bounce back fast because they choose life moment by moment by moment. Their resilience lies in their joy. We get to take that up. We get to heal faster by injecting or receiving higher degrees of energy. Are we opening our capacitance to receive energy, source codes, earth codes? Literally putting our hands and our feet on the earth? Yes. We're exchanging electrons with Gaia. We're touching the motherboard. We're getting a system reboot. All of our frenetic energy is dissipating and allowing itself to release as we take up more harmonious flows of energy. This is what happens when we're under the trees. This is why I'm in my bathrobe right now, because I've been sitting in my hot tub all day. Just being in the elements. So we have this immense resilience as human beings. And now I'm being drawn to talk about the heart. We have this immense healing capacity as human beings that stems or emits out from the frequencies of the heart. Again, we can look at the children and their ability to love unconditionally, their ability to forgive and forget, their ability to move forward and to see the best in you despite how you might be presenting in this moment. I remember being a child, 4 years old, and watching my grandmother poisoning herself with these candy bars because she was dealing with blood sugar issues and her doctor was telling her one thing and she was feeling like she was sneaking another thing. But I could just see all of it, all the layers of it. And I could just see her scared self on the inside. And I was just a little baby, right? We're privy to so much through our lens of our physicality, our humanness. And it is the heart that gives us that X-ray vision and the compassion and the forgiveness to let it all be, to forgive it all. Wow, I just felt my energy system rise so much. Can you feel how differently I'm vibrating right now? Thank you. Thank you for this moment. So good. I'm bringing in some light codes, just further activating my own heart here. My kidneys are actually coming and informing my heart right now. Thank you to the wisdom of the body. I also want to point out the bell in the Instagram profile, because if you find someone you want to be following, that is a way to assure that you will get the notifications. There is a great deal of, I always want to say fuckery, happening. I was trying to avoid that word, but let's just say it. In the webs right now. So just know that and make a conscious choice. Follow who you want to follow, but you use that bell to do that. Also, there are many videos, long form, that are not here. They're on YouTube, because that's where long form is received. Contact me if you need medical advocacy. That's the last thing I wanted to say in this message, because while I am now in a season of really supporting women in activating their awareness and their awakening to their value and to the import of claiming the lion's share of the resources so that we can lead from a place of easeful empowerment and make good choices that benefit all, while I'm in that season, I am still a medical doctor. I'm still a biohacker. I'm still a mom. I'm still a medical intuitive. And I bring all of that heart and awareness and skill and experience to just the basic everyday. If you don't want to go to the doctor, give me a call. We'll figure something out for you. There's always a way. Now, I can't give you legal advice, or legally can't give you advice, but I can help you advocate for yourself. I can show you which questions to ask and which answers to gather, which labs to request. Whatever you need, just know that whatever you're dealing with, we get to leverage the human capacity for repair. I just want to plug that because I don't ever talk about that, but it's what I can do in the dark off of the back of my hand. Like, every case is a joy to discover and to unfold. That's all I wanted to put into this message. I really just wanted a place to thrash about and be in my human, and to remind all of us that we're not powerless and that we do get to gather in community. We do get to be held. We do get to be seen. We do get to be heard. So I hope to see you inside the free private space. If you need help getting in there, send me a DM. Big love. Thank you for your love.